The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Hey, did y'all happen to see this story about this guy in the courthouse in Pittsburgh? He went and was sitting on the toilet, and he was an employee there for the city or whatnot. He was sitting on a turlet, and the turlet exploded while he was on it, and cut him up and stuff. And they made it sound like somebody had planted a bomb in the toilet, but it wasn't. He planted the bomb in the toilet.
What?
Yeah, with his big doo-doo.
Oh.
Gross.
But it was just from faulty plumbing and stuff. The building's so old, and it's been needing upgraded, and something happened. It backed up, and it didn't explode.
But it broke.
Right. You think of an explosion being fire, and all that. But it well, I guess it busted. It busted on him.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Uh-huh. Can you imagine, though?
No.
Just sitting on a toilet. The first thing I would think is, oh, my God, have I gained so much weight that a toilet can't hold me?
Right. I'm going to second guess going to the bathroom in a really old building now.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. Why are you taking a dump at the courthouse?
He was nervous.
Well, yeah. I mean, you are there all day. I'm sure it happens.
He's in his 60s, I think.
Oh, poor guy.
But
he works there, right?
I think so, yeah. Well, the real tragedy is that, Pittsburgh has collected enough local tax money and everything to where they could afford to remodel government buildings and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
They don't have it in the budget to be able to put a toilet in the government building that won't crash when a guy sits on it.
Explode.
Now, that is just a pure sign of waste, because they're just wasting money on dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I'm that guy, I'm never eating again, because that's where my mind goes, like you said, TJ. Is this what it's come to now?
What would make you feel worse about or make you more skittish about using the bathroom again? If it did that, if the toilet just busted under you, or if a snake crawled up out of it?
Oh, a snake, because I'm never getting that out of my head.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A Pittsburgh snake. That sounds like a...
The old Pittsburgh snake.
Old Pittsburgh rattler. Oh, Pittsburgh cobra. Yeah, that is terrible. I'd rather have the snake come up through the toilet than it explode under me, though.
No,
I can run away from the snake. Yeah, I would.
What if it bites you in the butt?
That would be a different story. But if it just scared me,
you see it coming up. Yeah, because if the snake's coming up, then you're not getting doo-doo all over you. It depends on how long you've been sitting on the toilet as to how bad that's going to be.
Yeah, not only did the toilet explode, but now you've got doo-doo on you.
And it could even be from inside the pipes from other people's doo-doo.
Other people's doo-doo.
Yeah.
Now you've thrown in a wrench in the situation, right?
Yeah.
I just
I walk around with my doo-doo all day only. I mean, and my kids, because I feel like I've done that. But a snake, you're not getting that out of your head. You're checking the toilet every time.
Sure.
Well, I actually thought that there was a big snake in my pipes one time in the toilet when I was sitting on the toilet. Because it's the only thing I could think of that would be happening while the toilet was vibrating underneath me.
What?
And it was when North Carolina had that earthquake. I was on the toilet for that earthquake.
Oh my God!
And I felt it moving, and I was like, "What is that?" And then we had been talking about how those pythons and boa constrictors and all in Florida have just taken over so much, and then I thought, what if there's one of those big snakes in the pipes of this thing? And because I had earbuds in, listening to stuff, and it wasn't until I came out of the restroom that I saw the news that we had an earthquake.
Yeah.
A pretty decent earthquake at that. Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Enough to make a toilet shake.
Heck yeah.
You put your earpods in to go use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Oh.
Well, back then I did because the speaker on the phone was terrible. It wasn't like it is now. And I do, in the mornings and all, because I don't want to wake anybody up, walking around playing, podcasts and stuff out loud.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the first things you do. You put your earpod. Really?
Yeah, and if I can't find them, if I left them in my truck or something, it's like when you left your vape stick out there in your car, and you said it was a nightmare because you had to go back down and get it from the apartment.
A nightmare. That's dramatic.
Well, it was dramatic, but I was also on the 15th floor, and I had to go up and down 2 elevators and through a parking deck in the middle of the city, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But that's interesting that you put the AirPods in first thing.
I bet I'm the only Southerner that's ever been sitting on the toilet during an earthquake.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mostly tornadoes is what you're thinking, or
You don't have earthquakes in the South very often that people can actually feel.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was crazy,
There I am,
dude. Dootin'.
just completely oblivious to the world around me,
Yeah.
completely zoned out, listening to Rush Limbaugh.
Maybe it's one of those suburban pythons
Yeah.
coming up through the toilet.
I don't know why that was on my mind, but that was the only thing I could figure. Like, what else? I never, ever would have thought North Carolina's having an earthquake.
Yeah,
Right.
No, it was so weird. I remember tweeting it out. I was like, was that an earthquake? It was.
Yeah. I mean, it measured on the Richter scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you, Lindsay, when the big earthquake hit?
Well, I had a newborn. I was sitting in the living room, and I thought, no joke, I thought an airplane had hit the house. So I get up. This is how out of it I was. I get up. I know what you're thinking. That's dramatic, but I didn't know what.
I'm just thinking we're talking about two different earthquakes because this one was way before you would have had kids.
This one was 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, that we did have one then too. I remember that.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
okay.
Yeah. I'm up to date now.
Oh, sorry. And I got up, ran out of the house, and left Delilah.
What? Did you really?
Me, but I just left her in the house. I didn't think anything of it because I was kind of out of it. I was tired.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to my mom, and she was like, so you just left the baby in the house? I was like, yeah, I did.
Yes, I did. I sure did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the motherly
But
instincts don't kick in right away. Maybe.
I put her under the table though. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
She was just sitting there in her little bumbo thing. Like, if it was an emergency, that would have not been good.
No, not at all.
Well, Jody freezes in emergencies.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she would do. If I weren't home and something like that happened, she would just be frozen.
Yeah.
I'd find her.
I think maybe I'm the same way. I mean, clearly I didn't save anyone's life, so I don't know.
I saved my little friend Jenny's life one day on the boat, and it's a good thing that I was there because Jody would have been zero help.
I mean, that is just crazy. Did you ever hear what she did, Lindsay?
No, I didn't.
We had pulled up to the boat slip to get gas, and when you tie the boat off, there's a little space in between the boat and the boat dock. Well, you know how tiny Jenny is. She went to step off the boat, and she didn't have her flip flops on, and the wood on the slip was hot. So then she jumped back, and when she did, she fell right between that side of the boat slip and the boat.
Oh no!
And I was standing there, and I saw her fall, and I reached and grabbed her to keep her from falling down, and then lifted her back up to put her back on the thing. Because if she would have gone down between that boat, she would have definitely hit her head on something. We may not have ever gotten to her in time.
Oh my God! You literally saved her life.
Yeah, I did. And and then Jody just goes like this. She's standing it's a pontoon, and she's standing in the middle of it, and she goes, "Jenny," and froze. That's all she did. Jenny. And then that was it.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you stepped into action.
And she was falling so hard, like like if you ever done a toothpick off a diving board and you just go straight. Yeah. That's the way she was falling so hard that when I caught her and pulled her back up, it hurt her shoulder.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so glad any kind of boat incident like that, that's very dangerous. I'm so glad you did. I mean, think about if you both froze, you and Jody froze. I mean,
and Michael her handsome husband, Michael, was over there helping the gas attendant get the gas in the boat. So he didn't even see it until all the craziness was happening. And then he ran over to help get her up and all of that. But yeah, it was scary. And it took her about, I don't know, maybe an hour after that before she was giving me crap again.
Oh, well, you got a good hour.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
But I remind her from time to time that I saved her life, literally saved her life.
From time to time.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's here because of you.
Exactly. Yeah, and I don't let her forget it.
No. More extra funny next.
Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Welcome to Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
Everybody's talking about, this isn't a full-on political analysis of anything, but a lot of people are talking about all of the stuff that's been going on in the first week of the Trump administration. How quickly they're moving on a lot of stuff. I don't know if this is true, but I guess it is. I don't know why the people would make this up, but they said that the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, just met with her employees for the first time, and when she was introduced, she had a walk-up song like an MLB player, and it was Hot Mama by Trace Atkins.
Oh, dear.
So people are kind of giving her a hard time about that. But does she have children?
I think so.
Then she's a hot mama.
She is hot. No doubt about that. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if she has kids, but yeah, she's hot. No doubt about it.
Now, this was the head of Homeland Security to the employees?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
my sister-in-law works for him. I should ask her.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I'd love to know what hot Kristi Noem is like in person.
She bad.
Yeah.
She real bad.
Yeah. But is that a position, though, that you would want a hot woman to have?
I didn't know you were going.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if we need the song, the walk up. It's serious. It's a serious role. I don't know that I need that.
No. And
you need a intro song. That's bad.
But it could have been, they write it this way like it was some kind of official big thing, and it could be exaggerated or whatever, because of liberal media writing the story or whatnot. But it could have been something that she didn't even have any knowledge of until it was happening.
Maybe.
But who would need a DJ anyway at a government?
Well, it's a televised. Like it was televised, so I guess
Did you see it?
I saw them airing it yesterday. Yeah. And it looked like it was a huge room, so it sounded like she was addressing the whole department, maybe. But it was televised, so they might have been adding a little razzle dazzle. But she'll probably have a secondary meeting that won't include a walk up song. Hopefully.
Well,
yeah.
You never know.
Maybe. Maybe. Is that a good song? I don't know that song.
I don't know it either.
Uh-uh.
But I know.
Seems like
do what?
Seems like a bad walk-up song, though. Don't you want to hype? I'm not sure if that's the choice.
Well, I don't know if I've never heard it, but Trace Atkins
Hot Mama
is
song. It's a beat.
It is.
he's
know.
a fellow Louisianian, by the way. Married a girl from Jonesboro, Louisiana, which is where my grandparents lived. And I don't know if she's the one that shot him in the chest.
Oh dear.
What?
But one of his ex-wife shot him in the chest. This was before he was a celebrity, obviously. And I think the story around town is that they, they're friends now, after that.
Bit of a Amy Fisher, Joey Buttafuoco kind of thing. But there was no third person.
Right.
So she just shot him. But they ended up getting together.
Are you friends with someone that shoots you anywhere, much less in the chest, and tries to kill you?
I don't know. I probably would hold a little bit of a grudge and keep them at an arm's length, but
Grudges only weigh you down. You got to let it go.
But he may have just been like, well, I was being an ass at the time. I'd have shot me too. I mean, he may be like that. I don't know.
Is he alive still?
Oh yeah, he's an actor now.
Really?
Yeah, he still sings and he's an actor. He's about 7 feet tall. He's got a long, thin ponytail. You'd know him if
He's got a hell of a
I
voice.
recognize him.
Yeah. Firestone. He does those commercials for Firestone.
Does he drink?
I don't know. He's the one. I think one of his first hits, if not the first hit, was "I Left Something Turned On at Home."
Oh,
Yeah, talking about his old lady. He left her turned on at home. All right, I got to go, fellas.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I left
something turned. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I just stopped because you're on a little bit of a delay. I didn't want to mess you up with me singing.
If I heard you start singing, then that's when I stopped. Sorry.
But he seemed like a good old boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a good time. It looks that.
Yeah.
It looks like.
What?
So he's been to rehab 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lately?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Well, you'll have setbacks here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but that's how I knew him. I remember him being on TMZ or one of these places for the drinking.
You probably also know Honky Tonk Badonkadonk.
Yeah, that's
Honky
she
tonk.
got a honky tonk, badonkadonk.
That's him?
A dance line, a line dance.
I do know that one.
Yeah.
What a classic.
Well, I mean, was that where the word badonkadonk became part of our lexicon, or was it from?
think
did
so.
he use it from another song that he had heard? That badonkadonk, was it from a rap song or something? And then he picked up on it and did honky tonk badonkadonk. I don't know, but
Wow.
if you hear someone using the term badonkadonk in reference to someone's butt, then you chip in, get them a subscription to an updated streaming network or something.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
They need to watch a new show of some kind.
There's a new song out by a band called Low Cash. Have you ever heard of them? Low Cash. They're like a country duo. They take Stevie Wonder's "Isn't She Lovely," and they're doing "Isn't She Country?"
Oh.
Don't she have skull in her lip? It's like that kind of thing. And they were promoting them for some Super Bowl thing. I don't even remember. But I was like, that is the worst thing I've ever heard. I just, it was awful.
But I hate
bad.
when people play "Isn't She Lovely" for their girlfriend or their wife or whatever, because it's written about a baby. So Stevie Wonder's daughter was born.
Oh, really?
He wrote that about her. He didn't write it, like trying to romance.
Oh, I didn't know
somebody.
that. It's about a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little weird. But yeah, it's always used as that.
Because you think it's like,
the lyrics to
"Isn't
the
she
song.
lovely? Less than 1 minute old." And then there's a reason why there's a baby, the sounds of a baby in the background, and part of it. If you listen to I think it's the very beginning, there's a baby laughing and splashing in a tub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that I've ever heard that.
Yeah, that's a little disturbing to play it for like a romance situation.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
But I love that song. I always have. It's a great
Yeah, it's a good
song. But yeah, not not when you're trying to woo somebody.
No, I don't think so.
No.
That song's about a baby. But isn't she country?
Yeah, it was so bad. I was like, are they for real? I guess they got approval from Stevie because it was like the same music and everything. Mm-hmm. But then I'm looking at it and they're
Lyrics
wearing
were awful.
Yeah, he's wearing like that one of those fashion cowboy hats. When I see one of those kind of cowboy hats that are like clearly made by a hatter or whatever the hell they're called, and you're trying to come across as like hard, countryman. It's like, dude, what are you doing? There's not a spot on that hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Douchey. And I'm sure they're very nice. But then that one guy's got a soul,
Oh no, they can't be nice if he's got a soul patch, right? It's 2025.
There are a lot of young fake cowboy guys in Nashville that live in Nashville.
Yeah.
We go to visit our daughter and we're there a lot, and you can see them. There's nothing at all country about them.
So bad.
But there are real country people, and then there are people who dress the part when a country concert comes to town.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when old Luke Combs playing the stadium in Charlotte, I was down there for something, and then just looking at all the guys walking by with crisp new flannel shirts on and those square toe cowboy boots that don't have a scuff on them. And it's like you dressed up for the concert,
For a Luke Combs concert.
Now the
It's
women
Halloween.
is a little different because
It is
women can
different.
make it,
Yeah.
fashionable and all that. Nobody has to say, nobody's going to look at a woman wearing cowboy boots and whatever she's got with her outfit and say, oh, she's just a fake rodeo chick.
Yeah.
She's not a real country rodeo person.
Roping anything.
Yeah.
But it is different. It's just different. Girls can pull it off. Guys, you just look like a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are used to women playing dress up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what it is.
And men aren't supposed to play dress up. Women do.
Yeah. They're on those cowboy boots and some white cutoffs and put on your hat and your.
And some of them though put on a fancy, nice outfit with the really nice boots that match it and all that. They're not even trying to look like real cowgirls. They're just wearing the fashion.
The outfit.
It's because it's so cute.
Yeah. Do you have cowboy boots, Lynn?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. I never wear them. They're uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when's the last time you've worn them?
No. Kyle, when we were dating, went to Nashville for work and brought them home as like a gift. And he's always like, "Are you going to wear those?" No. Okay. No. Thank you, though. He's like, "Well, those were pretty expensive. They're like real leather." Oh, well, thank you. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, shoes. That's a hard gift to buy for your woman.
Right.
Yeah. I bought Jody some shoes. I think it may have been for her birthday this past year, but they were just Adidas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like these hunter green Adidas shoes that she wanted.
Yeah.
There was a clip. There was a clip on Wheel of Fortune. A contestant knocked down Ryan Seacrest the other night, and when Ryan fell, his feet go up in the air, and he's wearing red bottom, like he's got Louboutins on, red bottom shoes. I'm like, Ryan Seacrest, you're standing behind that wheel the whole time. You got to throw on some. I don't know what those cost, but I know that's an expensive
It makes sense
shoe.
though.
Yeah,
That's his image.
$1,000 a pair.
I knew they were expensive, and I'm like, and he goes flying, and his feet are up in the air. So I was like, oh, look at him with these expensive ass shoes on.
I mean, I know he was raised in Georgia, but I mean, he is the quintessential LA guy all the way down now. I mean, he's become Mr. Hollywood, Mr. LA, and he probably sleeps in designer pajamas and stuff in case somebody comes by with a camera or anybody sees him. They need that image of him being, Mr. Cool Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I would much rather see that than I can't get used to watching these men wearing nice suits with tennis shoes. I can't take it. All those sports guys, those ESPN goofballs, wearing those tennis shoes with their short. Hawk Tuohy Jeffries, the leader of the Democrats in the House, to the inauguration the other day. He was wearing tennis shoes with his suit.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
Not like nice dressy sneakers, but like tennis shoes, like Nike or something.
No, they were, colored leather.
Fashion sneakers.
Right.
Fashion.
But to me, I just, a suit is so dressy, but then you're going to wear casual shoes with it. Doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. Nor has it ever made sense to me to wear those brown shoes with a dark suit or a gray suit. I never got that. The guys would wear those brown shoes and a brown belt. Mm-hmm. And I know I don't have credibility now because I'm dressing from BJ's and Costco because I caught obesity. But I used to really be a nice dresser. I knew all the rules too.
Yeah.
But now, when your clothes used to come from, a small section in a store or a small store, so now they come from a huge store from a table where there are groceries on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little
Kind of
reality
lose your
check.
credibility about, fashion news.
Maybe.
Well, no, there's something to those brown shoes though, not being, because London's all up on the fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle has a big client in London, so he goes once a year. And he was wearing brown shoes one time. This was before we met, but he tells me the story. They say we have a saying here: "No brown in town," and it's talking about the shoes. No brown in town. Like go home, change. No brown in town.
Yeah. So if you're gonna wear brown, be out in the countryside.
Yeah.
If you're in the city, you need to be dressed more elegantly with darker colors.
So there's something to it, TJ.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. I didn't know Kyle was an imbecile with dressing. Oh, oh my God.
He was wearing brown. I don't know what kind of brown shoes. I don't know with what, but yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He won't do it again, though.
Oh, I'd
I'll
be
tell you
mortified.
No, he won't. He learned him.
that. No brown.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.